Welcome back, my dearest friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, where I'm finally doing Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, which is an amazing game that came out in 2001 when most greatest PC games came out. If you do not know, now you do. Amazing games. Amazing games. So when this game came out, mind you, I was never an Age of Empires 2 fan, and I still not. I do not like the engine, but I would say the engine really goes well with this game, considering that everybody shoots at someone. And I like that, everybody just, nobody's utilizing swords except the Jedi, and that's actually about it. Or certain units, of course. And there are a bunch of evil factions in this game, and I mean huge chunk of factions, and we'll be playing with some of those. So we're gonna go into single player, we're gonna go to the episode 1, 15, 8 and 17, and then we're gonna play with episode 15 here. Good stuff. But first let's begin with the episode 1, which is gonna be the OOM-9Z, which is an amazing Trade Federation campaign. Never ever did I finish any of these campaigns. I mostly played with the AI in Skirmish when the game came out. I remember playing it alongside Return to Castle Wolfenstein. It's an amazing game, of course. Again, the Age of Empires engine really goes well with this game. So Hell's Mother Humpels, I said, you know what, let's try and record this. And finally I realized how to record this with the OBS without having those graphical glitches. Amazing stuff. So now it's all good and dandy. There are a few problems. The sounds tend to go up and down and up and down, which is a problem, so I have to lower the volume every time I enter the goddamn game. That is an entered mission, and that's gonna be the same thing here. So we're gonna be playing with the OOM-9. Now mind you, compared to most people, yes, compared to most people, yes, indeed, I actually love episode 1, 2 and 3. And I have no issues with them except with one issue, but doesn't matter. But in general, episode 1 is a fantastic movie, to be honest. For me, mostly because of the setting itself. I love the Naboo, I love the look of it, I love the feel of it, and it was the right moment when it came out for me. It was perfect moment when the movie came out. I was just, the droids themselves being retarded and all that, and then being actual comic relief in the game. And being also the main bad guy was awesome. I loved it. So Hell's Mother Humping Bells, I'm gonna enjoy this, probably not. So Hell's Bells, let's begin finally. So I already finished the beachhead. It's very simple mission. I'm gonna be only doing them one mission at a time for the video, and after that we'll be doing one mission at a time for the video. Good stuff. I'm repeating myself, I know, it's good stuff. I love it. Beachhead. Let's begin. We're going to be playing as always on the hardest difficulty, which is hard. Unbelievable. I'm always hard. Well, you know it, I don't know it, he doesn't care. He doesn't have it.
Transmission 0147JS. Location, Naboo. Encoded to Darth Sidious. Viceroy Newt Gunray transmitting. Naboo is a green-blue marble in space, my lord. A peaceful planet, very able to resist our overwhelming forces. It waits patiently for the Trade Federation's touch. Queen Amidala and her people know nothing of our approach.
And we are here, my dearest friends, but first and foremost, one of the more bigger issues, as I said, the sound go a little bit up, and you always have to go into the options screen and reset that bullshit. It's a shitty old stuff, but this is a GOG version, which means you have 30 minutes of music. After that the music turns off. So let's first press OK, and then I'm gonna read objectives.
The Naboo you encounter must not get word back to the government. Proceed, Viceroy.
I have a task for you, OOM-9. Destroy the communications capability of the Naboo.
Right away, Viceroy.
Okay. So let's go into the options. I don't like doing this, but the fact is, see, too much. You have to find the perfect balance, and the problem here is that it always resets like this. So you always have to go into the option screens, and it's annoying. And the thing is, there is a music volume that doesn't really work. The sound volume is for everything, and it doesn't have a voice volume, so you can actually hear Darth Sidious talking to the evil whatever people he's talking to. There are issues of this old game, and I do not hope for the HD edition for the fact that the Age of Empires 2 HD edition is complete and utter shit. And that's about it. So let's begin, my friends. First and foremost, the beautiful objectives. Okay, the big boy, the OOM-9 survives the mission, good stuff. Destroy the transmitter at this, destroy other transmitters at New Centrif, and Parlay. Good stuff for us. Now there's an intelligentsia thing. These are tips, I would say. So I'm gonna go on to reconnaissance. I will skip the intelligence because of the fact that they kind of give away everything, the tips. Like in the Empire Earth, I try always to skip the tips. They are, of course, they do help you to understand what the fuck is happening, right? But Hell's Mother Bells, it does help. So your small battalion isn't prepared for a vigorous attack. Seek alternate paths until reinforcements arrive. Be cost effective? No, they'll be cost effective in your assault. Battle droids are weak against buildings. Use beetle troopers and pummels instead. OOM-9 resides in his personal AAT, a powerful armored unit. He is very useful in battle, but he should be removed from the conflict if he takes too much damage. Reconnaissance. We cannot alert the Naboo with a long-range scan of the target area. Make use of the roadways to find each settlement. And that's exactly what we'll be doing, my dearest friends. So there are many additions that this game does upon the... Now, it's not just a Age of Empires clone. It does more. It has more. It has motherfucking more. And that's what I'm going to be talking about through the game, because the game is that amazing. So first and foremost, every faction is different. Looks different, plays different. Well, it's the same goddamn, not really placed. It's the same shit. But they all look different. They all have their own units, look, design, and all of them. There are gajillion of fucking factions, right? From the clone campaigns and all the good stuff. Amazing, I love that. First and foremost, I have to say that because those are the small details that do really matter in any game. Right? When your faction, like in Age of Empires, they're all the same goddamn factions. Of course, they all utilize the same freaking units, except the special units, and that's about it. Or even buildings are all completely the same. And this one, every building is different. Looks different, at least. Does it do things differently? No. But, you know, they're different. So we have the basic UI, and as always, I love the different that the UI is to each faction. I believe it's a completely different look. I believe I can fly, but I cannot touch the sky, and it is the truth. So here we have stuff like, for each unit, very interesting stuff. You have the shield indicator, lights when a unit or building possesses shield or is shielded. So it would light up, right? Power indicator. Now, do remember at the moment we do not have the big boys. We'll have them down the line so I can actually show you that. We're gonna get the heavy droids, which are amazing, of course, the beautiful droidekas. Amazing stuff. I always loved them in episode 1. So power indicator lights when a building is powered. It's also a very nice addition. You have to actually put the power supplies near the buildings, and in the area of effect, it actually supplies the building and the units produce faster. Very unique stuff. I love it. Really, I love it. It goes away from utilizing the Age of Empires 2 engine, but it is different, and this is the most important point. It is enough different that it's not an Age of Empires 2 clone. Stealth indicator lights when a unit possesses, of course, capability of invisibility, and we have a detector indicator lights when a unit or a building possesses ability to detect stealth units. Good stuff, right? So here we have the AT-OOM-9. We see his help, classical stuff. We see my sexy demon is sex. Of course, we understand that to be true. We are Trade Federation, and here we have the attack strength of 10. Now here is a very interesting portion. Armor. So shows how much protection unit or building has from attack. Normal armor reduces damage from hand-to-hand combat, which comes from the Jedi and any unit that utilizes something to beat the living shit out of your droids. Pierce armor reduces damage from ranged weapons, right? So that's just the classical stuff against the ranged weapons. But there are many other types of armor, including aircraft, ships, submarine, and mech-specific armor, among others. And these values are also reflected in this number. Now you can see 5 and 8. So 5 is the defense against the melee attacks, and 8 is defense against ranged attacks. So you can see here the droids are 0-0. They're completely another shit. They die in one shot and that's it. It's, well, almost one shot, but in general one shot. They are your basic infantry. Is the other enemy infantry the same? I have no clue. We shall see. My favorite faction is the Naboo factions. Maybe and then left later on the Gungans. I love Gungans. Gungans for the win. So Hell's Mother Humping Bells. Again, I'm not one of those humans after all, so I don't give a fuck about their opinions that actually don't. Again, I love episode 1, I love episode 2, I love episode 3, I love original. Of course, I did grow up on the original movies, but I do love episode 1, 2, and 3, specifically because of just the feel of it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So here we have additional range. Every unit, of course, has the range capability. After all units are mostly ranged units. Of course, understandable. But look, the Heavy Mounted Trooper is not a ranged unit. It's a close amp unit. It has the armor of 4 for melee and 3 for range, so they are kind of fucked in the range department, right? Good stuff. Here we have a Strike Mag. Strike Mag, 6 range, 2 on the melee and 5 on damage from the range. Good stuff, good stuff. Why are we reading this before we even enter the rapage of the Nabooians? Because I can, and you can't, and that's good because I know how to read, most people can't, so good stuff. So let's begin. Now, I do remember that originally in Part 2, you did not have actual formations. So that was always an annoying thing. Now, I do not know if there is a move attack command. I don't think there is a move attack command. I'm gonna tell them stand ground, and they can actually shoot at the enemy as they move forward. So move in. Let's move in and destroy the first damnable radar station or whatever.
We have acquired target. Naboo settlement, new sector.
Okay, anything else?
Seems to be well defended.
Okay.
We must get reinforcements before attacking.
Okay, well, we will not be attacking from the front gate. And again, every faction has a different look. From every building. I love that. Like Nabooians, again, always love Naboo. The feel of the Naboo. I just love it. It's a water world of sorts, so I like it. Remind me of a kind of actually, Nabooians completely remind me from Dune. That is the Atreides. They remind me completely of Atreides. That's my favorite. For the Duke always, for the Duke, and forever for the Duke. So, you know, like, just remind me completely of Atreides, and I love that. I think blue color would go perfectly for them. Anyway, of course, Atreides blue. Fuck yeah. So anyway, let's see. They have their own mounted trooper, which is 543. So is there a difference? We have actually better damage than their mounted trooper. Mind you, is this... No, this is a heavy mounted trooper. That's the difference. 135 health, 125. So again, there is a difference, just because, of course, we have an upgraded version of this thing. But in general, all units are actually the same, but they also have their specific cool units, but in looks, they're all different. So that's at least good. And we, of course, we have this evil thing, which doesn't really show the defense value of it. It has a big range of 7, which even our hero doesn't. Well, actually, he does have a range of 7. Interesting, good stuff. So they're both on the same range, so you can fire at each other as much as you want. So let's see, we have a classical trooper, and we have a classical trooper. So 8003. 80, so it's actually completely the same in terms of values. You see, I would like a mod for this game that changes completely all the values for the specific factions. That would be a massive work considering how many units there are, but hell's mother humping, well, it would be interesting. Nonetheless, at least now Demon knows. I never looked at these things before, so this is actually the first time I'm looking at these statistics before we move in. And why I'm actually talking way too much? Because I really want to prolong this video. It's gonna be a very short video. Anywho, I don't even know if I'm recording this piece of shit. Let me alt-tab and see if I'm actually recording this damnable thing. Though I'm kind of afraid if I do alt-tab, the game will crash like a little bitch, and then I'm gonna cry. If I do cry, it's gonna be bad. Okay, Demon is back, bitches, and it is actually recording. Unbelievable. Do you like me? You never did, so it's okay. I'm not gonna talk about resources, and you see the it resetted the music. I love it. You know, I love it. It resets the music because I alt-tabbed. I just don't get it. How can someone fuck up? The basics, like the basics of the sound, maybe because of the, again, old end game, maybe HD would help, but still, you know, seeing the HD of Age of Empires 2, it's complete shit. No, don't kill them. Okay, so now we get the big boys, which are really amazing. They're droidecas, really amazing creatures of choice. When I saw them the first goddamn time in the episode 1, I was like, oh my god, these guys are the best. And considering these guys are actually shielded, it's just mind-blowingly good. Excellent. Not the thing I really wanted to do here, but it's okay. As long as my big heavy metal droids or destroy everything, it's all good. I'm gonna tell, of course, everyone, and I do mean everyone. Thankfully, the shift select works, so I can select and add to the group whoever I want. I'm gonna tell everybody to stand ground. Okay, so while they're having fun, let's move in the big boys, which are the bugs. The bug people, the bug droids. Let's move in and destroy our very first objective, which is this transmitter in what? In this. Let's, good job guys, enter inside, a little bit spread out inside if you can. You should be able to enter. Good stuff, let's destroy this. Get to this location and destroy it. Now why am I doing this game? Because it has a lot of potential, and again it's a very underrated gem, and it has a lot of potential for me to actually show it off. It has a lot of potential for me to even have fun about it, because it's a very unique game. As I said, I'm not a fan of Age of Empires engine, but in this game it works wonders. It just works. And that is the important thing, my friends. It just works. So what I'm going to do here is give these guys a little bit of a break. They're not going to be entering the battle. They're going to be just doing the good and the bad and the ugly. By that, doing the building. So there's a power core for the Nabooians. Is there something special in this location? It looks like they're going to be maybe pass across this. We can't. There might be secrets. I have no clue, my dear friends. It could be secrets of sorts. Well, my dear friends are destroying. They're constantly in the attack mode. I guess you can say probably no guard, follow. Well, we are all on stand ground, so they will open fire anyway. No attack stance. Okay, so this is the stance if you wanted to give them. Hey, guys, calm down. It's just a building, and that shelter goes down, which is your housings for your thingies. Good stuff. So here I'm gonna make like control 2 for these guys, because again they're useless. You've seen when we were on the stand ground, they were just standing on little benches, not even attacking the lizard people, the Nabooians with the lizard people, and it was not okay. So again, is this being the infantry which is gonna easily die to the droidecas? Like the droidecas, I think that's a proper name of them. You see, that's one of the things that I would like to every faction has its own like this. Instead of saying trooper, it says droid, right? Or whatever the name it is, right, of the damnable unit, instead of trooper. But I guess it's understandable because it's universal for every faction, and they're all actually the same, just being different skins. And this is what I really want to do. Like, my droid deckers are gonna be opening the shit out of these bastards, and the enemy mounted lizards are just gonna say no to those things. Look at it. These things are so strong, it's ridiculous. So as you can see, this thing actually has a shield, as you have the shield indicator on it, and of course that shield is amazing. It has an 8 damage, 10 damage, mind you. 8 damage, wow, they all actually have all 8 damage, but it also have their good range and a massive defense against the laser fire. Or should I say the range fire. Let's bring in the bugs, because the bugs are just gonna do one thing. We're not gonna destroy everything. There is no point in destroying everything in this level, so at least not that I know of. So we're gonna stand here, annihilate everyone. Again, the stand ground does really help, considering that every unit has the range. Oh, not my droid. Okay, let's finish off that mech destroyer, because he could do a little bit of a damage. Strike mech. Well, he can just try and kill my guys, and he did succeed in killing some of my regular droids, which is not a problem whatsoever. Nobody cares about them anyway. I can do this just with 3 guys, but again, there could be like, how should I say, a meat for the grinder, if you will. A cannon fodder. That's the right actual thing, cannon fodder, and that's exactly what I think they should be in this, at least at the moment, while they are not really upgraded whatsoever. So let's move in, slowly but surely. We're gonna be annihilating as much as possible, and I hope that they can actually just destroy mostly only the infantry units and stuff like that. And they specifically concentrate on them. Excellent job. The enemy doesn't care. The enemy doesn't care. Move in, bugs. Move in. Okay, so at least my droids are having fun. Compared to you guys, they are having fun. You're just watching them having fun. Isn't that sexy? Okay, let's destroy this. Beautiful. Enter. Enter. Okay, destroy it. Destroy it. Excellent. Beautiful. There goes a food processing center? No, food processing center. Of course, you have the damnable thingies here, which are the farms, classical thing. Of course, this is, after all, Age of Empires thing. But I'm glad that, to be honest, because of the fact that, it has so many different factions that it is interesting. I mean, it is Star Wars, first and foremost, one of the greatest sci-fi things in all existence. That's just a fact. You know, that's just a freaking fact. We all know it. You know it. I know it. I mean, we have Star Trek, of course, and all that good stuff. But it is... I mean, I don't have a problem. I love Star Wars and Star Trek equally. When I hear any of their freaking main themes, I'm just getting like a little bitch about them. So, you know, this is amazing. They're just mind-blowingly amazing sci-fi shows, sci-fi worlds. Mind-blowingly good, that is. Just mind-blowingly good. So here we come into the location of the enemy, and these are just the classical troopers, of course. As I said, there are many variations of just that one trooper. So, hell's mother humping bells. We still have our strike mechs. Or how are they called? Do we have? Yes, we do. We have all our own strike mechs still alive. I think there's just like one of them alive still. No, two. One I can't fucking see. They always change the freaking position when you move them like this. That's the only fucking annoying thing about this goddamn engine. Annoys the living shit out of me, to be honest. Good stuff, good stuff. They are tracking the strike mech. That's not gonna really help them reality-wise. I mean, the troopers by themselves ain't gonna do shit. Excellent. Now concentrate all your firepower. They're going for the strike mechs. Here comes the lizard people. Thankfully, we're holding into the beautiful attack. Hold fire attack, that is. Fall back first. Allow them to attack. Now we have pommels. These are your super siege things that rape, pillage, and burn. Of course, you have artillery in this game. And we finally get the beautiful, ever so amazing mech destroyers. These things are pure love. I love the design of them. The first time I actually saw them in the Damnable movie, I was like, oh my god. I mean, the entire design was mind-blowing, to be honest. The entire design was mind-blowing. As you can see, the defense is 180 on the pommel against these type of turrets. Now this is a light turret, not a heavy turret, and all the good stuff that we know and love. I mean, this is the best Star Wars RTS game out there, to be honest. I mean, there are two different RTS games, specifically, I guess, known. Like, you have the Star Wars Force Commander, if I'm not mistaken. It's an old game. It was a shit game, from what I heard. I mean, it was very disappointing. Now they have a bad thing for these badges. Come on, strike max, really. As you can see, these guys can actually damage your pommels. Good job. Good job. You're all like, this dude is almost dead. Amazing job. I did not expect that these guys would suck that much ass in terms of killing one of the damnable bugs. Like 4-3. Come on. These guys have a nice damage. 6. Come on, just bullshit, I say. Bullshit. Okay, so this is our new group. This is our new group. Yeah, that's it. Control 1 them. Move in. Stand ground, of course. Bugs and pommels. Control 2. You're gonna be there until we actually kill most of the enemy units. Okay, open fire. Open fire. Kill the lizard people. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Now this is an arc. Deed arc, no less. Oh, they're gonna destroy one of our mech destroyers through this. Yeah, the mech destroyers. Concentrate your fire on that evil mech destroyer, whatever that whole thing is. Specifically on these big boys, as they are big boys. I don't want to lose the droid deckers, as they are the most important unit here. They do... Okay, we understand. They are actually very powerful. Strike mech. So yeah, that was their mech destroyer, I believe. The Nabooians actually have a really cool looking units. I love everything about Nabooians. The Naboo is my definitely favorite faction in this game. Like, the entire design of them is just ridiculously nice. And again, I do love the design of every damnable faction in this game. I mean, even playing with the rebels of the old days, it's just, well, the new days, which are the old days, which are actually new days. Fuck, they're just rebels. They're amazing. just look at, touch, and all the good stuff. Let's bring in the pain, my friends. Okay, stay back. Stay back. Oh, actually, don't stay back. This thing ain't gonna do shit against you, reality-wise. Let's see the damage it's doing. Okay, our big droidecas are kind of very powerful, so they don't care. Bring them closer. This is GG, my friends. This is the end of the level anyway, so I don't have to care. I know this level. I don't know much about the next level, except you die a lot in that one. Excellent. That's it. Bring in the pain to the gate. As soon as we destroy the gate, it's a GG. Excellent. And I do like that they actually do target immediately soldiers and instead of buildings. Like, that's their primary focus immediately the moment they see them. Instead of just focusing at that one building, that one barrack. It's just ridiculously nice. I like that. Come on, a little bit more. The gate is gonna go down. Just a tad bit more. Come on, bugs. Come on. It would be nice also to have an option that the slowest unit is not being followed, but the fastest. You know, that it doesn't slow down the entire goddamn formation. Okay, it's a GG, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this, because I'm amazing.
Harley is subjugated. But it is just the beginning of our invasion.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you the very best. Take care of yourselves, and next time more drugs and more droids, because droids are cool.